The conference's Pat Tillman, the Defensive Player of the Year, DeForest Buckner of the Oregon Ducks, who joins us here on Inside Pac-12 Football. Congratulations, DeForest, on being named the Defensive Player of the Year. What's your reaction to getting this award?
Man, it's a blessing. It's a great honor. Coming back this year, I just wanted to show that I could be, the complete defensive player. I did a really good job with stopping the run last year, and I wanted to prove that I can, also be a pretty good pass rusher, and that's what happened this year. I got my sacks up and everything, and just being able to be named Defensive Player of the Year. We have a lot of great players on defense in the Pac-12, and it's just a blessing.
Well, at this point, because you just mentioned this, the opportunity to go to the NFL, you said you decided to come back. A lot of people said you would have been a first-round pick. Obviously, you're essentially a lock right now to play on Sundays. When you reflect back on that decision, do you feel like you're being rewarded for the season that you had, and maybe that was a good call for you?
Most definitely. I don't regret it at all. Coming back from my last season. Some people were, even some of my teammates are like, man, you're crazy for, giving up the opportunity and everything. But, I just saw it as an opportunity to, have one more year in college, being able to be that much closer to finishing my degree and just, come back and be able to, boost my stock, obviously.
Have you talked to guys, some of your old teammates? I know Marcus Mariota's been on campus with you guys. You told me you watch him play on Sundays with your teammates. A lot of the guys all of a sudden Tennessee Titan fans, and you can understand why. But what's sort of the advice that some of those guys that are playing at the next level have given you about not only your season as a college football player, but maybe what to expect at the next level?
Yeah, they just tell me, just to stay healthy and just to just keep playing how I'm playing. Don't try to think about it too much. And just don't really look up into all the hype and everything. Just being able to lead my team. No matter, even with the adversity we faced early on in the season, and with the next level, it's just going to be a process. Another learning experience early, and. It's gonna be, a crazy ride at first, be preparing for the draft. But when you get there, it's a dream come true.
One of the cool things is an Oregon Duck right now is being recognized as the conference's Defensive Player of the Year, because the perception of the Ducks is all about that offense. And yet at the awards banquet for you actually were named the MVP of the defense. Well, how special was that for you, for your teammates to say, you know what, DeForest is our guy?
Yeah, that was a really great honor. Being able to be named that, the MVP of the defense, amongst my peers, my teammates on the team. We have a bunch of guys that, they went through the same grind as me. They did everything the same as me, and we went through it all through fall camp and everything, the off season, and going out through this year. A lot of other guys, they made big plays, that made big turnarounds in games for us, but. To have all of them think that I was the MVP, it's really a blessing.
I want to read a quote from David Shaw about your play. He said, if you're building a defensive lineman, that's what you build. 6'9", 300 pounds, plays angry. When he doesn't want to be blocked, he doesn't get blocked. What's it like? You're smiling, because that's kind of cool praise. What's it like to hear that from a guy like David Shaw?
Yeah, it's... I don't really have words for that. He's a great coach. Stanford, they're a great team. They're known for having big physical guys up front, and to have the head coach of Stanford say that about me, it's a confidence booster, obviously, and it's just being able to know that I'm showing my talent and what I can do amongst other teams, like Stanford. It's just a great honor.
I think the expectation level for Oregon was to get back to a college football playoff, win a national championship. Now, at the end of the season, you guys were playing as well as anyone in the country. You obviously are not going to get to that point again. So how would you characterize the season that you guys have had this year?
It was a struggle. It was a struggle at first, obviously, with all the adversity we faced. Starting off the season 3-3, and from that point on, you can either move forward or you can fold as a team. And a bunch of the guys on the team, we never pointed fingers, blamed each other for whatever we were doing. We kind of just looked at the whole situation and we were just like, you know, we can only get better from here. And you know, all the guys came together, especially the leaders on the team, and we just wanted to turn the season around, and everybody came together, bought into our culture, and you know, we just turned it around, won out.
DeForest, you know, you're going to go down as one of the all-time greats on defense in Oregon Ducks football history. What's that memory that stands out that you had on the football field, or even just being on campus?
Yeah, honestly, my favorite memory was just being here for the first time. You know, stepping on the practice field. You know, it was definitely a big difference from high school. You know, stepping on the field for the first time with all the other guys in fall camp, everything was going so fast. You know, and being a freshman, you know, you're like, oh, what's going on? You know, you're just getting thrown in there and everything. But having the guys that I had on defense, you know, on the D line, you know, all the seniors, you know, Deion Jordan, you know, some of the older guys like Taylor Hart, Wade Kilikipi, Ricky Humuli, they all took me in, and they, you know, they taught me a lot of things, you know, how everything goes, you know, on and off the field over here. And I kind of just, you know, followed their footsteps, and they really helped me get to where I am today.
Well, it is abundantly obvious that you guys have a tight-knit group and a real strong community and a bond with some of those former players and even some of your current teammates. So, DeForest, we wish you nothing but the best of luck and success in the NFL, and congratulations on the honor this year.
Thank you. Appreciate it.